What's going on, everyone, and welcome back. New video on the channel, and as you can see by that screen over there, it's a wheel spin video, and also probably from the title and the thumbnail, but now you can actually see the wheel spinning by itself, and I wanted to try it on the actual wheel itself with the wheel cam. So this should be an interesting concept due to the fact that up until this point I used to make all sorts of different types of builds from the wheel spin videos for the controller. So now I have to try and make a build for a wheel with no knowledge of tuning for the wheel, just kind of like IRL knowledge on what like suspension parts and stuff like that actually do, but I don't have any. Okay, yeah, no, that's okay, it's fine. Oh, I almost set myself into the abyss. All right, we'll stop it there. Yeah, welcome back, everybody. Welcome to a new video on the channel. Welcome to a video on doing a wheel spin, but on a wheel, basically. I think I've already said that, but yeah, it's been a little while since I've done one of these videos, but I've never also done one of these videos on the wheel, so I thought it could be a good idea to give it a shot. So, what happens is, first of all, let's do it in-game. Let's do the actual spinning of the wheel in-game. We'll do a normal, regular wheel spin. I love that you can see this now. Like, twice. You can actually see what's going on the screen as well. So, spin again. Up until we get a car. Whatever car I have to use. Basically, RNG picks everything here. The car, the money, and even what it's being built for. So, let's get anything here. It doesn't really matter, because now, since we're building stuff for the wheel, it's going to be different. Oh my god, please don't give me the Sesto. If it gives me the Sesto, I swear. The Sesto would be, like, uncontrollable. It'd be so hard to drive on a wheel. Come on, game. Give me a car, please. Just anything at this point. We're just spinning for no reason. I'm gonna start skipping. If we don't get anything in this one, I'm skipping. I'm gonna just start going through them much quicker. Yeah. Nothing. Nothing. Sometimes this is what you guys get to miss out on. I get to like skip all this and you guys don't get to see it. How have I done? Okay. Okay. A Ford Ranger T6 Rally Raid. Oh god. Oh my god, if it gives me rock crawling, could you imagine? Oh, it'd be such a mess. And now we spin again. Add it to garage, completely stock one. Money. Minimum 20k, just so we actually have things. Okay, 4k. We'll add that to the budget. It has to be minimum 20k because if you want to change anything like the tires or something like that, it immediately gets rid of it. Okay, so we can barely do anything to this stupid thing. Oh god. And now, on the right screen, let's spin it. You get to see what it lands on. Okay, rally build. That's better. If it gave me race build, it would have been a bit stupid, but we have rally build. Technically, that's not bad. The thing is, though, I have no idea how to tune this thing. And second of all, I also don't know what I can really do to it, because there's not really much I can do to this thing. Where is it? There it is. There's a completely stock one. We don't really have a lot of money, so we have 24k basically to spend on this thing, on upgrades. I mean, it's already like kind of built, but the thing is, what I really want to build it for is, first of all, just try to build it to the top of a class of something. So if I give it the upgraded wheels, which is going to make a massive difference in terms of handling, that's 10k gone already. I mean, should we just do that and then power? Like, what's adjustable on this thing? So one sec, let me abandon setup real quick. I want to go into tune. Everything is already adjustable on this, except for aero and brakes. Everything else is pretty much adjustable. So I think upgraded tires, which is 10k, and then just give it a load of power, and try to bring this thing to the top of B class. That's what I can really think of. That's the only thing that I can think of. The thing is that that's not really a lot of money being spent. We can also twin turbo this. Could bring this thing to the top of A class. Maybe that's the thing we can try and mess around with. But I don't think we have the money to do it. 24,000 to bring this thing all the way up into the top of A class is not going to happen. I mean, we're pretty much done now. There's nothing else that I could really do there. Maybe track width? Is that? No, we can't even do like track width or anything with this car. So this is about as much money as we could possibly spend on this thing. There's nothing else that I can really see that I can change on this car. Everything else is adjustable, so it doesn't really make too much of a difference. So we've built this thing to kind of halfway through A class. It's a bit crap, isn't it? It's a little bit annoying. But, yeah, that's pretty much what we can do here. Again, since everything is adjustable, then there's no point in me buying, like, upgraded versions of the same parts, right? It's the same thing. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to be doing here. But, yeah, let's try figure out some sort of a tune onto this thing. I don't know what I should be doing. I'm just going to build it the way I normally build these guys, but we'll see. We definitely need to stretch these gears, so 120 miles an hour I don't think is enough for this thing. Alright. Well, let's build somehow, some way. Rally racing, right? That's what we said. It is quite hectic. It is quite hectic rallying this thing already. It does lean quite a lot. The suspension's quite soft. Oh man, I'm gonna regret doing the wheel spin. Especially with a rally build, man. This is... The way it leans, though, is a madness, though. I'm gonna be so all over the place with this thing. I kinda wanna drive it, but at the same time... At the same time, I really don't. I mean, obviously I do, but... I've just drifted it. Off-road. Oh, that's not too bad. I'm just... Tree. Oh, this I'll go for that tree. I was like, floor it. Just floor it, get the back out. It's not really that bad on the wheel. It just constantly wants to go sideways, though. Oh, that's not bad. That's really not bad. All right, I'm gonna... I want to try... This is gonna be a stupid idea. I want to try bringing it to Rivals. Just go on one of these tracks. We'll go on... should I just do Caldera Scramble? The good old classic Caldera Scramble? I'm kind of down. I'm kind of down to do it. Alright, in A class. I'm gonna get walked by pretty much anything and everything that's here, so it doesn't really make too much of a difference who I pick as my rival. This thing has a lot of power. It feels like I'm gonna slide everywhere, though. So, I have made it so... the diff setup for this thing, it is slightly rear biased, but it's not like overly rear biased. So it should be interesting. Should be quite interesting to drive. I think I may turn this thing to regular steering instead of... no. Why would I do that? Just leave that alone. I'm just gonna leave it alone. I was gonna say I'll turn it to regular steering or standard steering instead of sim steering, but I don't think it makes too much of a difference on a wheel anyway. Okay. No, I definitely don't need to go into fourth here. During that corner. Oh man. It like kind of starts to oversteer and then it just catches itself again. Kind of turn in with the throttle and the brake. Just kind of float the car, basically. That's what I'm trying to do here. Oh, I caught grip there. I need to rewind. That's not it. Forgot it's X to rewind. I was going to change my view because I accidentally pressed Y, as I would normally do. People were saying as well to try and play with a different view. Maybe even this one. I don't know. I feel like it'll feel a little weird. I think for me it'd be fine, right? But it's for you guys watching the video. I knew it. I knew it. The hops are crazy though. Like, it's madness, like the type of vibration on the wheel. I feel like it corrects itself really nicely, but I need to try and keep it oversteering basically the entire time. It just goes a little bit too much. Too much sideways, and then, like I said, it wants to correct itself and I need to do it really, really smoothly. I can't have it do that, man. I'm going way too hard in the last corner. And then I'm like turning in too hard. So it kind of wants to oversteer. And what I need to do is kind of be a little bit more gentle. Kind of like that, but faster, basically. Oh my god. Oh, it just... Oh man, this thing sucks. It just floats everywhere. It literally just floats everywhere. It's like I put these tires on it, but it just doesn't make a difference because it doesn't have the grip anyway. Come on, come on, come on. Try to be a bit smoother with my steering though. Also, I'm left foot braking a lot. Turn in. I expected me stomping on the brakes there to actually turn this thing in a little tighter, but it just didn't. I need to mess with my brake pressure and my brake what's it called? Like position, like bias. Oh god. I'm not gonna be beating any records anytime soon on the wheel, I'm telling you now. As much as I like driving on the wheel and all that. Much cleaner, much cleaner. Much more, like, or much better throttle control there. I didn't want to, like, set it too far sideways. Probably should have been in third the entire way around that, but... Honestly, the more I drive it, the more I get used to it, so... That's not even actually that bad! That's like almost 4 seconds faster, it's 3 seconds faster. No, I wanted to go flat out there, but it's just not enough. I keep overcorrecting, because, again, it's all-wheel drive, it's not rear-wheel drive, so... What it feels like it's about to do... It just isn't doing it. Oh, I missed it. I missed it. I tried to clip it with just my rear end. Oh, man. I mean, the more I drive, the more I get used to it. I mean, that's fairly obvious, right? That's what's going to happen, but... Come on. Get that back out just slightly. That's fine. Why did I slow down so much? That was my fault. I slowed down too much there. I tried to kind of make it so I can, like, basically do that and then transition so I can be much closer. But what I'm doing is fine. It's just I did it too harshly there. So, basically wanted to do that. So I could try and not use the brake and just use, basically, the shifting of the car's weight to slow myself down, basically. But it's just, I'm looking a bit like an idiot. Let's try to take this corner a little nicer this time. Oh, the brakes, though. Nah, I messed it up. I messed it up. This is hard. This is so hard. Especially when I'm, like, crap at driving on a wheel. This is my first time technically rallying in this game. Would it be an all-wheel drive? I need to get used to all-wheel drive sliding, by the way. Because basically what's happening here is, because I've only driven technically rear-wheel drive cars the entire time, hopping out of corners, I'm always like just counter-steering, right? A lot. Whereas in this, I have to be careful because I could just kind of power out of the corner, right? Because I have power going to the front wheel, so I have to be kind of careful. Oh, that was so clean up until the end where it wasn't clean anymore. That's what I'm saying, like, I need to get used to driving basically pretty much every drivetrain. Like right now I'm just throwing myself into the deep end, which is fine. But it is a little... Whoa, I caught a bit of air there. I'm there, but it's fine. Still going. Come on. Just a little dab of the brakes there. Again, kind of corrects itself, but I need to make it so it stays a little bit more sideways. I also need to... oh my god, I keep forgetting. It's not Y, man. I need to remember that I can still use my handbrake. That's the thing. What is it like in first person? I feel like I'm gonna be maybe a bit slower in first. I don't know, let's have a look. Actually, this seems a little cleaner, I'm not gonna lie. Oi, this... maybe first person is the way to go. I'm going too fast for some of the corners here, but... Oi, first person is definitely the way to go here. That was so much cleaner. I feel like I could just accelerate at the corners properly, like I can drive with a better line. Here, the last time I went a bit too slow, so... Come on, come on. Much nicer, much nicer. Much better, again. 46.9. That is so funny. Doing this. Alright, I'm gonna leave it there for this one. Let's try a different build and a different car. That wasn't actually too bad. 46.9. I mean, I'm in the middle of a class though as well. Oh god. I'm like 8 seconds slower than my rival time. But to be honest though, my rival was set to try and beat obviously whatever I had before. And whatever I had before was probably something ridiculous. Anyway. Alright, cool. Let's do a super wheel spin this time. And then we'll see what we get here. Come on. Give me something good. Monte Carlo with pretty much an unlimited budget. We take that. We take that. Now, question is, what do we get on this screen? Oh, drag build's boring, man. However, I can play manual with clutch. I don't know how fast I'm gonna be manual with clutch. It's gonna be like, it's gonna be bad. Okay, manual with clutch. Monte Carlo with 140 grand, right? That's what it was. 125 and 15, 140 grand. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Alright, we take those, we take those. I also realized that you guys can't really see what it says there, but yeah, it's there. It does say drag build. Right. So, Monte Carlo. Where's my controller? So I'm gonna use my controller for this instead. And oops. And we'll try and turn this thing into a drag build. I'm pretty sure I've already done it before, but I don't think I've done drag build before. Oh, I have with this one, right? But this wasn't... I don't know if this was a punt drift build or not. No, it's not a drag build because it doesn't have drag tires on it. Anyway, I guess we haven't done one. So grab this Monte Carlo, which I love the shape of because it's the same as the Grand National, or pretty much very similar to the Grand National. I love the GNX. Super, super cool car. So, of course, I love this one as well. Put on some drag slicks. Again, we pretty much have an unlimited budget here. So we can go as fast as we want here. We can go as fast as we want, and we can get this thing to be as ridiculous as possible as well. So, let's see what sort of engine swaps we have available for this thing. Might as well just put the big boy in it, right? I'm pretty sure this racing V8 is probably the best engine we can slap into this thing. And we can even change it so it's all-wheel drive. I know some people are going to be like, all-wheel drive, brother, but our grip goes up by a lot. I mean, the launch is there. Alright, we'll adjust stuff, Again, since we have a pretty much an unlimited budget, it doesn't really make too much of a difference what we pick on. As for the transmission... Whoops. As for the transmission, it doesn't really matter what we pick here. I'm probably just going to go with the lightest one. Which is just the drift transmission. It doesn't make too much of a difference which one we pick there again. Same with that one. Actually, we'll pick the off-road one because it just locks my diff automatically. But that's going to get adjusted anyway. Brakes we'll just buy so we can have lighter brakes. Apart from that, everything else pretty much done. And with 140 grand, we smashed this thing all the way up to the top of S1, which is looking pretty ridiculous. You know, slightly lighter bonnet as well, or hood, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, anything here. Actually, if I get rid of that. Well, speed should have gone up, right? If I did that. So then it would have just, it would get rid of a bit of aero. We can even put some drag wheels on this thing. Just like that. Alright, well, we are donezo. That is pretty much it. We used almost the entire budget for it. And it's now almost a 1-to-1 power to weight ratio. It's actually better than a 1-to-1 power to weight ratio. Ridiculous build. This is going to be interesting to drive with the wheel as well. I need to do very, very small movements in the wheel to correct it and all that. And apart from that, we're going to have to change the manual with clutch and see how quickly I can change gears. It's got to be really slow, I can already tell. But this is going to be interesting though to drive. It's going to be such a mess, I can already tell. Alright, this is going to be a disaster, I can already tell. It's going to be a mess. Right. Okay. Oh my god. We need to first of all see how quickly this thing ends up going on the strip as well. Right, that is one thing. Oh man, should I just do a normal one like this? This is fast. Oh my god, it's fast. It's very fast. Cool. Well, I'm gonna bring it over into Rivals because that's the best way to test this out on again. And I'll do it on the festival strip. In S1. I need to adjust my gear ratios, but for the first run that I'm gonna do with it is I'm gonna try to first of all get used to the manual of the clutch, but at the same time I need to try and see if I can also I need to see what the top speed is. That's also an important thing. I need to see what the top speed is of this thing, and then work from there as well. So let's go. It's so much slower. Oh my god, I've got someone that's cheating. As my rival, what the hell? What the hell? I wasn't even paying attention to the top speed of this thing. I need to go again. I was looking at the minimap, I was like, how am I beating this guy? This guy's not that fast. And then, well, you saw what happened. But yeah, manual clutch on a wheel is hard. Oh, it's so slow. Oh man. Alright, top speed. About 227. Now I need to find a tune for this thing where I can launch it really hard. Okay. Okay. Give me a minute and I'll try and find the best tune for this and we'll try to launch it a few more times. Can't believe my rival's a cheater, man. I might just play in normal manual. Top speed setup is just fine. It's just the Acceleration I can fix. We got sub 14 though. That's pretty decent. That is pretty decent. Come on, come on, come on, come on. That's 13.9 feet. These pedals are getting a beating. I think that was very similar. I also think my gear changes were a bit sloppy though. If I had like an actual shifter as well, it'd be even slower. Alright, let me turn off manual with clutch and we'll try to do a run without that and see if there's like a difference. Which I'm gonna guess there's going to be a significant difference. Alright, let's go. Let's go again. This is gonna be so dumb. Oh, I messed it up already. I messed it up already. I need to change gears quicker. The launch is alright. I feel like the launching is not that bad. I just need to change gears really well. Imagine it's slower with regular manual. Well, technically, usually is, right? When you're playing on a controller. Yeah, this is faster. I saw it 13.8, so it's gonna be really low 13.9s or really high 13.8s. Yeah. It's actually low 13.8s. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much faster I can really make this thing go, to be honest. Like, I mean, like, it's just, it's fast, but it's not like, whoa, crazy, you know? It's not like world record crap. Right in it, though. Like, it'll go quick. Man, drag racing on the wheels is so boring. I'm not even, like, putting anything to the test here. I'm just, like, do a tune for it, and that's it. And then just press a pedal to change gear. Alright. Well, that was interesting. It's quite fun to try and drive this thing like that. Yeah, that guy's just straight up just cheating. As if I'd run into a cheater. Should I try and see where I was in the world with that? I mean, there's no point, right? It doesn't matter if I'm on a wheel or not. It's just... I want to see kind of, like, what the tune was for this thing. If I was anywhere near anything or anyone. With, what was it, 13.8? 13.8. Because this is technically at the top of the class. So 13.8 is going to be... I mean, low 12s is what my regular time is, right? Yeah, 12.025. And then there's a lot of cheaters on the leaderboard. I'm the fastest in my club by those things. Interesting. And then 13.8 is far. Yeah, 13.8 is very far down. I knew this wasn't fast. It's noticeable when it's not that fast. I think maybe it could be a little bit faster if I just left it as a rear-wheel drive. But the whole purpose of the series that I'm doing is I have to like use the actual money that's been given. You know? So oh my god, it's so bad with the drag tires off-road. Well, I want to do that again. Oh my god, the drag tires off-road is... Oh, it's so... Oh my god, this is bad. Like the... the off-road tires, if you use those off-road, it just felt really floaty and nice. Like, there was a little bit of a vibration in the wheel, but... I'm just straight up just stuck here. Okay. Basically, it's kind of floaty and it's nice to drive, but the drag tires off-road, look at the wheel. Look how jittery it is. Look at the middle part here. You can see when it's sideways. Look, I'm not doing that. That's literally just the game itself. Let me go a little sideways here. I tried that. Oh my god, what am I doing? I can't see anything as well because it's nighttime. Bring it over here. I'll bring it over here and I'll show you guys just on the wheel without me holding it too hard. Look. It is insane. My hands would be destroyed after this. Like, these drag compound tires off-road are hilarious. It's so bad. My hands would be in absolute agony after this. It's not even sore, but it's just the amount... Like, my hands would just be like... Like, I'll just vibrate everywhere. Whereas, like I said, the Ford, the Ranger that I was driving with the off-road tires, it was like nice and floaty and it had grip. And if you lost grip, it just like you just save it a little bit. This thing just, oh my god! I'm just driving it with the throttle, hopefully in a straight line, because again, I'm just using the throttle. Okay, it's gone. I cannot wait to do the one video that I've seen people recommend. It's gonna be a really, really good video. I highly recommend you guys subscribe to the channel if you want to see it. I'm gonna try one of the hardest challenges, and that is this. If I go into Rivals, Horizon Rivals, and I go to Cross Country, and this special track, the El Descenso Cross Country, I want to try do it with one of the most undrivable cars in this game, and it's a car that it's the Copo Camaro. There's a few cars for this that are really difficult to drive. The Copo Camaro is one of them that can finish it pretty normally. It's still all over the place and it's still really hard to drive on it, and I want to try it on the wheel. If you've ever seen me try and do this on a controller, you know how hard it is, or if you've ever tried it yourself, you know how hard it is. But I want to try it at Copo Camaro. Copo Camaro is a ridiculously fast drag build. It's a drag car. It's technically just a drag car, but you can turn it into an off-road build and go down this at a very, very alarming pace. And it should be really, really fun on the wheel. So I'm going to try that for a future video. And if you want to see that, then make sure you stay subscribed to the channel. Anyway, that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was an interesting one, to say the least. But yeah, I had my first look at what rallying is like, technically. And it wasn't actually too bad. I mean, okay. Yeah, okay. See you later. As soon as this thing just goes off the road, it just breaks your wrist, and it's funny. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.